So today was a pretty flat day after the initial pop for the dollar. So on the release of the news, there was this initial pop for the dollar, but after that pop pulled back, we then had the dollar come back down, and in the same way that it did at the top of the week, tested its 20-period moving average. And so that's what we're going to continue to watch until the weekend. Is this 20-period moving average going to continue to curl the dollar back up to get it back above this minor quarter level of 104.25 to close? Our bear is going to get in control and kind of dominate and going into the weekend and getting the price action below the 20-period moving average and back down towards weekly open. That story still has to be told for this week because in the same way that we've talked about before, the gains that have been made for this week have been all but wiped out as we are right back here above weekly open with one more day left for this week to see if price is going to come back down to weekly open off. That 20-period moving average is going to be able to continue to uphold the price. We also saw for the UC idea that for this one, after it lost the trend line, that it continued to drop. And so now with the UC idea, we do have that one not only just underneath the 20-period moving average, but we also have it underneath the 50-period moving average as well. So that means that below it, we only have the two longer period moving averages being the 100-period moving average and the 200-period moving average. So with that, it is going to be really important, very critical to continue to watch this one going into the weekend. But again, this one is going to be contingent upon what the dollar itself actually does. We also saw for the UJ idea, along with all of our other yen pairs, everything was pretty much flying today. We get a nice bull pennant here for going into Friday. So with this bull pennant, we could definitely get this one breaking out to the upside, especially if we get the dollar going back above 104.25. We get the dollar going back above 104.25. We can definitely get a bullish breakout of this pennant here. If you guys want to see what it is that we're seeing here for this one, you just want to see here that price just needs to break out above. And with a breakout above here, that would be bullish going into the weekend, especially if the dollar can break back to that 104 in a quarter spot. So that's what we're looking for there. Also, with our GU idea, again, this one came back up to hold above 126. 126 is very clutch for it. We know for the EU idea, again, it was able to push back up above this major quarter level. For the AU idea, it is right now currently being pinned underneath the major wildcard area of 65 cent. And then we have for the MU idea, we do have this one looking to continue its run, because right now that idea is right now stuck underneath the 200-period moving average, and with it being stuck underneath the 200-period moving average, it's going to be important for it to break above that in order for this actually continue. But one of the things that it does have in its favor is that it does have these continued higher lows. So we have this base that took place here. We talked about where we could potentially find the bottom, and in real time we said that if this did continue, because at one point in time this whole entire candle was red. So when that candle was red, we were saying, okay, where could this potentially find support? And we talked about that next minor quarter level underneath it. So once it did find the support that it was looking for here at this 6,500 area, then after kind of finding this area of support, consistent support, then it was able to now find support here above this 60 and 3/4 level. So that's what we're looking at here, 60 and 3/4. If we kind of draw that precisely, what we would have is that 60 and 3/4. And so with that 60 and 3/4, we would have that here. So again, so you have these lows here, you have these higher lows here. Again, holding above that support level as far as for the quarter levels. And so as long as this level continues to hold, it is looking to continue to push higher as it has made it above that next quarter level. So that next quarter level, we'll go ahead and map that out. And so here you see that this quarter level is being respected. As long as this continues to hold here, we could potentially see that push above. But again, this is going to be contingent upon what does the dollar do. So if the dollar continues to push up, this will get rejected at this quarter level. And so you just have to keep watch on what this is doing. And if this gets rejected, is it still making a higher low? Or does it come back down and break these lows that were established here? So that's what we're on watch for Friday, to see what happens and how it happens. So look forward to trading these ideas with you guys tomorrow.